When I was younger, working alongside my parents really just kind of shaped the way I kind of cook food today. Really cooking from nostalgia and really just utilizing my travels as influences, and those experiences really just shaped me into the chef that I am today. My name is Mei Lin, and we are here in Los Angeles at Daybird. So first, we are going to start off making the chili oil. We're going to start off toasting off our spices. That's probably the most important step, to kind of just bring out all those aromatic qualities to the spices. I like using a saucier for this because you can toss your spices and not have to worry about them kind of jumping out of your pan. You can do this in a saute pan, but I like using a saucier just because it has high walls. When the spices do pop, they don't pop out of your pan as easily. My first trip to Nashville, that really kind of opened my eyes to what fried chicken can be, and so I really wanted to put my spin on that. The Nashville hot chicken part was utilizing the chili oil that we dip the chicken in before seasoning with the spice mix. So to the oil, I'm going to add the bay leaf. The spices toasting already. You kind of see the heat coming off of them. That's how you know that they're ready. Now that the spices have cooled down, they're cool to the touch, I'm going to go ahead and blend them. When the oil starts moving around like that, that's how I know it's time to start adding your chilies in. And you can kind of see them starting to toast in the oil. So that's how you also know that the oil is ready. So we're gonna add our cooked Carter chilies. And I can actually turn this off now and let the residual heat from the chili oil basically melt down the salt and sugar. I knew if I was gonna do a fried chicken shop, I had to put a different spin on it. And I really do enjoy the flavors of Szechuan. And I kind of wanted to do a play on Szechuan, but also Nashville hot chicken. Well, I kind of fuse those things together, utilizing like cumin, coriander, fennel, chilies. All those different little spices are in the spice mix that we use here at Daybird. Growing up and going to work with my dad as a kid, that was really my way of kind of hanging out with my dad. You know, that one day a week where, you know, I can go to work with him and kind of just hang out and do the things that he did. I think that was really my like intro to the cooking scene. Next, we're gonna make our herb slaw. It consists of red and green cabbage, as well as cilantro and chives. We want to get started on cutting the chives into 1-inch batons. Just going to add that to an ice bath. The stem is probably one of my favorite parts of the cilantro. I think it has the most flavor. I'm gonna cut up the cabbage. See this big core right here? We're actually just gonna cut that out. So the easiest way to do that is once you quarter it, I like to kind of just take it on an angle and cut it off just like that. The cabbage and the herbs have kind of plumped up a little bit, and this is exactly what we want. It just ensures a nice, cold, crispy slaw. We have a maiden butter warmer here, so I'm going to use this as my mallet to kind of pound out this chicken. Typically, the motion that I like to use is to pound and spread. So just kind of pulling it away from you. The butter warmer is good for something like this because it is small and petite. It actually emulates the actual mallet that I use in the restaurant. So it's definitely a good tool for you to use at home. Maybe think of someone you don't like. The chicken that we use in the restaurant is Jadori chicken. They're just ethically raised, and I love the flavor on them. It's just super clean. So now that the thighs have been pounded out, we're gonna go ahead and brine these thighs. The brine consists of buttermilk, salt, onion powder, and garlic powder. Typically, we like to brine it overnight before we leave for the end of the night for the next morning. For me, the best fried chicken is honestly just the crunch. So we utilize our dredge with a few different starches, so you get that nice crunch at the end. So as you can see here, you see like these little flakes that we've made, and this is actually going to stick to the chicken, which kind of gives that chicken the cornflake effect. We're going to do a double fry at a higher temperature, and the double fry is really going to ensure a crispy piece of chicken. So once this chicken comes out of the rondo, it's going to be fully submerged into our chili oil. Because it is going to be a hot sandwich, it's going to be fully submerged. If it's going to be a medium sandwich, we actually submerge it halfway. This is ready. You can tell that it's nice and crispy. We're gonna go ahead and fully submerge that. Kind of let the excess strip out. On our roasting tray, we're gonna season it with our seasoning. We're going to dress it with a little bit of honey. I think our fried chicken is really unique, which is why it makes it so popular. You get two different experiences when eating the sandwich. You get the part of the chicken sticking out of the bun where you can dip it in an array of sauces. We have 3 different types of sauces here in-house. Our Daybird sauce, our habanero ranch, and our hot honey. So you can kind of dip it in those 3 sauces and kind of get a different experience before you even get to the actual sandwich, which will act like as a cooling effect. Even though it is a hot sandwich, you get like that cool slaw with pickles, and yeah, it's supposed to cool you down in a sense. The decision of making the sandwich the way it is today is really just my OCD-ness of not getting my hands dirty while eating a sandwich. Just wanted to have everything be compact so you can eat it with one hand and kind of go about your day. I really want my diners to just walk away from here knowing that we do take such special care into creating the sandwich. Everything is hand dredged and fried every day. It's very much so a restaurant delivering a dish to a customer that, you know, that we want them to enjoy and think about for a long time.